talking on mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about to dip. Nah, but it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Commanders is very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And he is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 59 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He finds Hardy on the slant. Touchdown, Bills! Deontay Hardy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. A beautiful fake. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Samuel in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
But you look at this defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Hal throwing on 3rd down here. That's Samuel caught left side. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
It's 4th down.
Samuel in motion. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing in the East and turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Allen now on 1st down. He'll check this down to Hines. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Deontay Hardy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Bass on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say 1st quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. 1st down, Howell to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Well, they'll let McLaurin try and run. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Howell. And this one is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now look at the big man rumble. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 2. What a spectacular return.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kene Nwangwu. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen running the option to the left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Trent Sherfield, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Bills 48, Commanders 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now, Hal's going to mix it up here. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Let's go.
Now here's Samuel on the end around. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's brought down by Micah Hyde. It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
19 tight. 60, trap 60. 19 Lion.
Now Howell. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, Allen. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Half 85, half 85. It's done.
Here's Allen to throw it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Fights loose. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
14 yards. And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Go check, go check.
On 1st down, Howell.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Second down, Howell now.
Buying time to his left. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
62 yards on the ground for him so far. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Howell from the gun.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 32 yards.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Slide for the PAT.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff right side to Wangu. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Samuel. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
Howell running right on the option.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On play action, Allen.
Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Cook following the penalty. Fighting him off. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
19 Lions. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That one downfield for Dotson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 17 yards.
19,
That's good for Washington. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Riggs. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
No street.
Now a give, running right, Nwangu. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Nwangu. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now throwing on 1st down here. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Samuel in motion. Second down, Howell back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Samuel. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Samuel going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for Washington.
70 Lions.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson from 3 yards out. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Second down and 6 now. They run it again with Cook. Powerful running.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen going deep for Diggs. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. And quickly they get to the line.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Howell going to audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Come on. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Looking long for Thomas.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he fields it cleanly. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Let's go. 79 Broncos.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. That's caught by Howard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Mustang 19.
And Howell will throw it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, they get